Hello and welcome to the lecture series on multiple choice questions. In today's class, I will talk about some of the important multiple choice questions with respect to the economics general paper for TYBA. So let's get started. In today's class, we'll talk about the concept of developed countries as well as developing countries. So the first question is, an undeveloped economy is the one which has dash of development. Here I'm looking at undeveloped economy. So undeveloped economy is the one which has A, no prospects of development, B, no potentialities of development, C, no interest of development, and D, none of the above. So here an undeveloped economy is the one which has no prospects of development, and hence option A, no prospects of development, is the correct answer. Let us now move to the next question, which is an underdeveloped economy. Here I'm talking at undeveloped, here I'm looking at underdeveloped economy is the one which has dash of development, and the underlying options are has A, no prospects of development, B, no potentialities of development, C, no interest of development, D, none of the above. So here an underdeveloped economy is the one which has no potentialities of development. So here we must have seen in economic literature that these words are used as synonyms, that means undeveloped and underdeveloped, but in a sense we can make distinction between the two with the help of this sort of definition, and hence underdeveloped are those economies which do not have potentialities of development, and undeveloped are the ones who do not have prospects of development. So I hope the distinction between the two is pretty much clear. Let us now move to the third question. The third question is, a country is called as developed if dash. A country is called as developed if there is high income, or the country is a high income country. Second, if there is high industrial base, if there is low population, and D, all of the above. So here I'm looking at developed country, and all these three things, that is high income as well as high industrial base and low population, relates to development per se, and therefore option D, all of the above, is the correct answer to this particular question. Let us now move to the next question. Here I'm looking at underdevelopment, and the question is, underdevelopment can be explained by what? It can be explained by A, incidence of poverty, B, administrative incompetencies, C, maldistribution of income, and D, all of the above. So here underdevelopment can be explained by what? Whether it is explained by incidence of poverty, administrative incompetencies, and maldistribution of income, here all these three things are in a sense denoting underdevelopment, and therefore option D, all of the above, is the correct answer to this particular question. I'm giving you questions which have all of the above answers because I want you to clarify the concept per se, so that is why. Anyways, the answer to this question is, underdevelopment can be explained by all these three things, that is incidence of poverty, administrative incompetencies, as well as maldistribution of income, and hence option D, all of the above, is the correct answer. Let us now move to the next question, criteria of underdevelopment, and the question is framed in this fashion: which of the following are criterias of underdevelopment? And the underlying options are A, ratio of population to land area, which is really low. Ratio of industrial output to total output is also low. That means the total output as the industrial output as a part of total output is really less, and then poverty is really high, and none and all of the above is the last option. So here we see that all these criterias are relevant with respect to underdevelopment, and therefore all of the above is correct. That means high poverty, then ratios of industrial output to total output is going to be less, and also ratio of population to land area is going to be really less, and therefore the correct answer is D, all of the above. I hope that is clear. Let us now move to the next one. The next is, which of the following are criterias of development? Here it was underdevelopment, here it is about development. So high ratio of capital to per head of population. The second is high per capita real income. Then we have low rates of poverty, and all of the above. So again, all these three things are in a sense talking about or denoting development, and therefore all of the above is the correct answer to this particular question. That means, which of the following are the criterias? All these three things are the criterias of development. Let us now move to the next one, which is talking about the World Bank classifications. Anyways, the question is framed in this fashion: the World Bank uses dash term to denote the countries with low income levels. It uses the term developed, whether it uses the term developing, whether it uses the term first world or none of the above. So here the World Bank uses developing as the term to denote the countries with low income levels. So therefore this option B is the correct answer. That means the World Bank uses developing countries as the term to denote the countries with low income levels. I hope this is clear. Let us now move to the next. The low income countries are further classified by the World Bank, and the question is in that fashion. The World Bank classifies developing countries into dash categories. The World Bank classifies developing countries into dash categories. The same developing countries are also called as low income countries. Let us now look at the categories in which the World Bank classifies developing countries, whether it is A, low income countries, whether B, lower middle income countries, whether C, upper middle income countries, or D, all of the above. So here whenever we look at the World Bank country classification, you will see all these three things in relation to the categorization of developing countries, and therefore option D, all of the above, is correct. That means the World Bank classifies developing countries into low income countries, lower middle income countries, and upper middle income countries, and therefore option D, all of the above, is clear. The developing countries are also used or are also termed as low income level countries by the World Bank. I hope both these questions are clear. Let us now move to the next one. The next one is a definition sort of a question, in a sense, who defined it in that fashion. Dash defined underdeveloped countries as those which, compared with the advanced countries, are under equipped with capital in relation to their population and natural resources. Now here I am looking at it in a comparative sense or relative sense. That means dash defined underdeveloped countries as those which, compared with the advanced countries, are under equipped with capital in relation to both population as well as natural resources. And here the underlying options are A, John Maynard Keynes, B, Ragnar Knox, C, Adam Smith, and D, none of the above. So here Ragnar Knox explained this phenomena of underdeveloped countries in comparison to the advanced world in such a fashion that he suggests that underdeveloped countries are under equipped with capital in relation to their population and natural resources, and therefore option B, Ragnar Knox, is the correct answer to this particular question. Let us now move to the last question in this segment, which is, according to Ragnar Knox, economic development has much to do with what? Economic development has much to do with what? And the underlying options are A, human endowments, B, social attitudes and political condition, C, historical accidents, and D, all of the above. So here all these four things are important with respect to economic development according to Ragnar Knox, and therefore all of the above, that is option D, is the correct answer. That means human endowments as well as social attitudes and political condition and historical accidents are in a sense relating to economic development, having to do with all these four important things which I have mentioned, all the three options per se. So I hope the questions are pretty much clear. Please stay tuned for more. Thank you.